am I high? I'ma rip this till my bone, till the roof comes on, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke.
Hello everybody and welcome to Solano College Gymnasium, where we have a rivalry matchup tonight, your Lady Falcons against the visiting Napa Storm. I'm Stosh Moida. I'm joined in the broadcast booth with my broadcast partner Brian Nelson. Brian, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Stosh. It's glad to be here finally in the booth to call some exciting women's basketball action.
Yeah, we got some exciting basketball indeed. You know, it's a rivalry game, big game. Napa, Solano, they pick from the same recruiting class. You know, these two teams don't like each other a lot, very familiar. What's the keys to the game?
Well, I believe that the key to this game would definitely be scoring. Napa is one of the best in the Bay Valley Conference in guard Raina Harden. She is fourth in the Bay Valley Conference with 18.3 points per game and is only one of two women to average 40% from the three-point line. And Solano has had some difficulty with guarding guards in the past, so if Raina Harden can put Napa on her back, they can really challenge Solano. But for Solano, their real key to the game is keeping their pace that they're at. They run a very high-paced offense. They are first in the league in makes and attempts in field goals. So ultimately, if Solano scores about 80, I think Solano has a good chance of winning. If they're around 60, it'll be a very close game, and Napa has a shot to win it.
Man, those are good points right there. You know, Napa last week was 14th in California, dropped to 16th, even though they are 10-0 in this BVC conference. The closest game they had all season so far was the big come-from-behind victory against these Napa Storm. Yeah. You know, the ratings have dropped, but hey, Solano's on fire right now. And speaking of being on fire, Audrey Jones is on fire. The game against Marin this week, she broke the all-time high freshman record for three-point shooting.
Yeah, Audrey's been a key cog in the bench because recently Solano put in Nikki Andaya into the starting lineup. They've been playing with three guards, so Audrey Jones really needed to step up her game so that they didn't lack a guard presence in the bench. And Audrey Jones seems to have stepped up and provided that three-point shooting role that Nikki had filled previously in the season.
You know, these are some great points. It looks like they're getting ready for player introductions and the national anthem, so let's cut over to that, and we'll be back to you after this break. All right, wasn't that nice, singing of our national anthem? I believe that was Miss Mariah Carey.
Yeah, no Sean Marino's crying somewhere right now.
Well, we got some player introductions. As we touched on earlier, this is a bitter rivalry, you know. Bay Valley Conference rivals right here, right over Highway 12. Two coaching staffs don't like each other too much. What do you expect the outcome of this game to be?
I really think that Solano's been on a good pace lately. They have been on an 11-game winning streak. They are 10-0 in the conference. And amazingly, they've been winning by an average of 31.7 points per game. Now, you don't have to be a basketball fan to realize that's a whole lot of points, Dosh.
Yes, I know. That is a lot of points. And not to mention Laura Lawson down low, hitting all these rebounds. She's just been on fire down low.
Absolutely, and it really helps the offense because, like I said earlier in the pregame introduction, they recently switched to a 3-guard offense, so that really puts a lot of pressure on Laura Lawson to be the key rebounder so that they don't lose possessions and that they can actually get second chance points while they're on offense.
You know, speaking of that 3-guard you're just talking about, the addition of Denisha Lundy to this year's team has been a huge help to this team in their success.
Yes, it's really balanced out their whole offense because now Taylor Hamilton and Ariel Clay, they get less pressure on them. So you really have to figure out who are you going to guard on this team. That puts a lot of pressure on the opposition game plan to pick a player to stop.
You know, the opposition game plan, that's, you know, you have to count for all these starters, but about their bench. Solano is very deep in this roster. Like Nicole White, coming off the bench, she adds a spark plug. She is just phenomenal off the bench.
Yes, in her last game, she led the Solano Lady Falcons with 18 points, 12 free throws, which was 1 free throw away from tying the school record set in 1993.
Wow. What a shooting. And that's been a weak spot for Solano so far this season is the free throw shooting. And that if they start picking that up, we may have a champion on our hands here.
Yes, and it looks like they are getting ready to get the tip-off started.
Looks like Laura Lawson squaring up with number 11, Alana Burnham. And here we go for some exciting Solano Lady basketball, and we're underway here inside the Falcons' nest. Picked up by number 24, Taylor Hamilton. Taylor kicks it to Denisha. Denisha for 3. And it's no good. Rebounded by Laura Lawson.
There goes Laura Lawson again, providing her impact on the game with an offensive rebound.
Ariel Clace caught up top. Gets it to Nikki, to Taylor. Pull-up jumper. And it's a little short. And Napa comes away with the ball. You know, I think that's the first time all seasons for the games that we've been calling I've seen Solano miss their first shot. The rest of the games, they made all of them. For 3, no good. Fighting for the ball. The refs look, and it's going to be Solano ball. Off the hands of number 24, Ashley Rem. And it looks like Napa took a little playbook out of the Solano's defense by using the full court press here.
Yeah, but the dribbling of Taylor Hamilton proves to make that a bad strategy.
Nikki and Daya with the jumper couldn't quite get it to fall. The Solano girls been looking like they've been getting a lot of good shots off here early. Surprising to see that Coach Matt Boychard isn't calling for the full court defense like we're used to seeing this Solano team use.
Yeah, perhaps Raina Harden's driving ability, perhaps Napa is very good from their last game at ball handling. Maybe that's not the best strategy. Maybe they want to change it up for later.
Denisha to Taylor. Taylor to Lawson. Lawson to Andaya. Nikki kicks it over to Denisha. Denisha up top for 3, and it's no good.
So Solano off to a very cold start, and that doesn't seem to be very good for success because ultimately most points win.
Yeah. You know, it's very surprising. I'm not used to seeing Solano run this slow-paced defense and offense. I'm used to seeing them outrun their opponents, but looks like they're set for a more physical game.
Perhaps they learned something from their last game when they won 72-63 in a very close game. Perhaps they looked at that tape, changed up their strategy a little bit specifically for this team.
Shot clock about to go expired. Couldn't quite get the drop. Rebounded by Nikki and Daya. Nikki, good pass up to Taylor, to Denisha, I should say. And Denisha couldn't finish.
Just a little too far. Denisha was quite under the basket. Couldn't get the right angle to lay it up. Just a bit off. Napa,
some good ball movement down low. Dishes it in low. It is good for 2. That was number 11, Alana Burnham.
That was a very good move by Burnham. Taylor up and under.
Hamilton pushing the tempo. Kicks it to Denisha. Denisha back to Hamilton. Looking. She drives, and she can get a foul call there.
Looks like a foul number 2, Raina Harden. Napa's best player, averaging 18.3 points per game.
That's good. If Solano can get her in foul trouble early, that could persuade the outcome of this game.
Most definitely. If they get their biggest scoring threat. Oh, it looks like Nicole White is about to check in pretty soon.
And they're allowed to check in. Number 23, Nicole White, checking in for number 11, Nikki and Daya.
Hopefully, maybe Matt saw the lack of energy to start out, put in the spark plug Nicole White, maybe jumpstart this offense, put some more points on the board.
White gets it to Clay. Clay to Lundy. Denisha to Hamilton. Hamilton driving the lane, back out to Denisha for a wide open 3, and it's a little off the mark.
Denisha off the mark this early game.
Stolen away by Nicole White.
Nicole White's impact on this offense brings it to Hamilton.
Oh, good. Oh.
Just rattles out.
Almost a circus shot there for number 24, Taylor Hamilton, or TP3, as we like to call her here in the broadcast booth.
Yes, and a rare look at this Solano. 2 point guards, Nicole White and Taylor Hamilton, just to get this Solano offense a little more active.
Talking about the Solano bench like I was earlier, Nicole White, she come in, she made an immediate impact on the game by getting that rebound when the rest of the team thought it was dead. She just gets the ball.
Yeah, the rest of the team running back on defense, that's good to have, but to have your point guard pressure the ball, get a steal, earn an extra possession.
And Hamilton makes them both, and we have a tie ball game at 2 with 17:01 left here in the first half.
It looks like Matt Borcher has put on the four-court press.
Oh. Good defense by Solano. Causes a turnover, and it's going to be Falcon ball.
Immediate dividends to that full-court press. Laura Lawson was able to pressure the ball, tip it off, and it tipped off a Napa Valley player.
Gets it to Lawson. Oh, it's stolen away by Napa. Napa working the ball good down in the left corner.
Come on.
That is Tamari Sangster. Tamari looking around. Good defense by Hamilton. Hamilton really pressuring the ball there. And bad pass, but it's recovered by Napa. Napa puts it up, and it's going to be an and one for number 11, Alana Burnham.
Yeah, Laura Lawson just couldn't quite get the block there. Fouled her on the arm. 3-point play opportunity for Napa.
Solano's playing a little complacent here in the first couple of minutes. Usually I like to see him run, get a little high pace, get on the ball early, but, this is what happened last time these two met up. Solano found themselves in a hole and dug themselves out of it the second half.
Well, like you said, it's a rivalry game, and sometimes, like in football, when you play somebody they know a little bit more about you than some other teams. So perhaps Napa knows something about Solano.
Nicole White with the rebound. Hamilton for 3. And it's good.
That stroke was beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was a 2-pointer. Her foot was
on
on the line. Stolen away by Clay. Clay gets it to Lundy. Lundy setting up the offense. Lundy dishes it to Taylor. Taylor to Clay. So Nicole thought about it. Nothing working there. Gets it back to Hamilton. Hamilton swings it over to Denisha Lundy for a deep 3. And it's good.
Now Denisha Lundy couldn't be put down for long. She finally hits a 3-point shot. Hopefully that'll jumpstart her offensive game.
Napa with the transition. And the bucket is not going to count. It's going to be called on the floor. Napa ball. Foul on number 33, Laura Lawson.
That's her second personal foul. We'll see if Matt Borchert, and I think she will, puts Justice Robinson into the game.
Check it in. Justice Robertson for Laura Lawson. And number 11, Nikki Andaya.
Napa has a substitution as well. Michelina Jordan coming into the game for Alana Burnham.
Napa setting up their offense here. Jenna Pena with the ball. Gets it to Tamari. Tamari, little shuffle there.
Good feet movement by Nicole White. Not letting guard penetration to kick open to an open Napa Valley Storm player.
And they're going to call a double dribble, and it's going to be Solano ball.
Good defense by Solano. Now, Solano is first in the Bay Valley Conference in points allowed per game. Some of that example of that defense right there.
They're playing excellent defense. After the first 3 minutes, it's a little shaky, but they've come out strong, and it's stolen away by Napa now.
A little careless with the ball there.
Oh, tipped away. Solano with the steal.
Good play by Ariel Clay. Anticipating the pass, getting in the passing lane. Denisha Lundy now driving.
Jumps it out to Nikki Andaya for 3. It's a rainbow floater, and it's no good. Doesn't even hit the rim.
That was a good
pressure. Good defense by Justice Robertson. Couldn't quite get the fall there. And Nicole White comes up with it.
Bring it back, slow it down. A little rush there by Justice Robinson.
Justice, one drop, up and good.
She found a way to redeem herself. That was a little calmer. More like Justice Robinson plays.
Napa driving the lane there. Oh, that's no good for number 22, Jana Pena. Tamari with the 2-point jumper there. And I'm not quite sure what the call is here.
Perhaps a timeout or
substitution that should have been called on the dead ball there that they didn't quite get in there, so they stopped play and let them make their substitutions.
Now Solano's trying to make another late substitution with Adri Jones coming in for Nicole White.
Kind of looks like a little bit of a baseball game here with bullpen and, pinch hitter matchup by how they keep subbing these players in and out.
Yeah, another example of how well these teams know each other. When Napa makes a substitution, coach wants to make another one to counteract that move.
Nikki Ndaya just throws it right into the hands of Tamari Sangster. She drives lane. She gets fouled. She's going to go to the foul line and shoot 2.
Now, this is really smart strategy by Napa Valley. Free throw shooting allows the game to slow down for Napa, get points on the board, not allow Solano to get into the rhythm of their offense.
When you see two teams that are very familiar with each other, you see a lot of fouls and a lot of physical play because most of these teams don't like each other. That you could tell in the coaching staffs, like I was saying, they recruit from the same high schools in the same area, so they're competing for the same players all the time, that's why Solano and Napa want to beat each other.
Yes.
And I believe in the rivalry, Solano holds a 23-5 lead.
Well,
so you can't quite.
I hear a lot from Yankees fans that just because you win a lot of times, that doesn't really make it a rivalry. But we can see here, it definitely is some bad blood between these two teams.
Good pass by Taylor Hamilton to Christina Contouris. Oh, I'm sorry, Adri Jones. Adri Jones for 2. And it's going to be a blocking call. Taylor Hamilton got in a low set her feet, but couldn't quite get her feet set quick enough, and it's going to be a shooting foul.
It was good basketball awareness by Taylor Hamilton to realize that she's a smaller player, probably not going to block the shot, try to get the charge, couldn't quite get there in time. Michelina Jordan at the line.
And she makes it first. Denisha Lundy checking back in for Solano, and Taylor Hamilton heads to the bench for a breather.
Coach Porcher trying to find the right mix of players to get Solano to its.
And it's early foul trouble. They're already at 4 fouls, and it's not even halfway through the first half.
A lot of substitutions. Christina Contouris in for Justice Robinson.
There's Christina.
Yes.
And she makes them both. Solano trying to inbound the pass here. Gets it in.
Interesting lineup with the full court pressure. No point guard, no Nicole White, no Taylor Hamilton.
Well, they do have Nikki Ndaya. Nikki gets it up to Kristen and Nikki. Napa playing some really stout defense. Gets it down low to Christina Contouris. Just off the mark, a little to the right. Rebounded by Napa. A lot of Burnham with that rebound.
She's getting good opportunities, just not executing their offense.
And I think that's something that Coach Matt Boycher's a little upset about right now.
Yeah, if you read some body language, Matt isn't exactly happy with his arms crossed.
Speaking of body language, look at the bench for both these teams and how all their players, good left-handed layup by Alana Burnham.
They're clearly invested in this game.
Both sides of the ball cheering on their team, and that is just a pass that is thrown away by Adri Jones. Expecting Nikki Ndaya to keep running, but she stopped there, and it's a turnover for Solano.
Well, looks like this game is going to be a very close one like it was last time in January 7th. It was close for most of the game. Solano found a way to pull it out.
That was the closest game they've had on this 10-game winning streak that they're going on. Ever since that was the closest game. That started their third win of their winning streak.
Looks like an offensive foul on Napa. Number 0, Tamari Sangster. Ariel Clay checking in for Kristen Boyles.
A lot of substitutions.
A lot.
Denisha Lundy gets up to Nikki Ndaya.
Nikki
driving. Pull-up jumper. And it's good with the floater.
You see that a lot in their warm-ups for Solano. Nikki Ndaya with a pull-up jumper.
Yeah, Solano shoots the ball very well from the high percentage shot area. Good defense. Couldn't get the steal. Tipped. Rebounded by Napa. Kick back out. Napa controlling the ball. Jetta Pena to the bucket. No good. Tipped. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and it's blocked away by number 20, Ariel Clay. Great defense. Christina in the left corner. Looking for an open lane. Kicks it out to Nikki Ndaya for the rainbow 3, and she couldn't quite get it to fall. Napa really pushing the tempo here. And there's going to be a foul called on number 14, Adri Jones.
And Solano is not happy about that. With such physical play, just an inadvertent bump. Not sure if that was really worthy of a foul, but
You know, the refs have a job to do here. They know these two are rival teams, and, you know, if the game starts to get chippy, it could get out of hand. So the refs are nipping it in the bud right now by saying, hey, play the game the right way. We're not going to allow physical play and get the job done.
yes, they are definitely setting a tone to this game.
Especially how fast-paced it's been. Looks like Solano's running a little bit of a zone here. Good ball movement by Napa, trying to find the open lane. And they're going to get a foul called. What looked like, apparently to me, would have been a travel call there. It seemed to me that Christina Contours had all ball there.
Yeah, it definitely looked like Napa traveled beforehand, but apparently the ref didn't see it that way.
Well, sends Jordan to the line to shoot two. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a
Non-shooting foul.
non-shooting foul. You know, foul trouble early for this Solano team. This could hurt them down the second half of this game.
Yes, we still have 11:40 left in the game. They're one foul away from getting into the bonus.
Checking back in for Solano is number 23, Nicole White.
I think Solano's best offensive effort was with Nicole White in the game, so I think that's a good substitution by Matt Borchard.
And I believe that was a makeup travel call there. Solano ball. You know, Solano's having a hard time finding a rhythm. You saw him hit it a little bit, but then Napa's defense came out strong and shut him down.
Yeah, Napa's coaching staff really has a good idea of what Solano's strengths are and what their defense is doing to take away from those strengths.
Yeah, you don't see this type of play from Solano too often, especially on this winning streak. You know, their passes have been crisp, their shots have been made. They take the right shots, but this game they just haven't found a rhythm to it yet.
It's just one of those off days for Solano. They seem to be getting the right opportunities, just not being able to cash them in.
And that was a foul called on number 2, Raina Harden. And once again, Nicole White came down with the rebound.
Yeah.
She is just everywhere on the court tonight.
There she is pushing the ball up the court.
Oh,
Make a little
look at that. Beautiful by Nicole White.
little okey doke to Ariel Clay. Nope. She's going to take it herself.
Napa tried to push the ball up here. Stolen away by Nicole White. Nicole all alone. 2 steps up and good. And that's going to be a timeout to Napa after Solano comes away with a 4-0 run there.
That was all Nicole White, and her effort and her just energy is just making a huge impact on this game.
You know, that's what I said. She's a spark plug when she comes off this bench. You know, she brings life to the Solano offense and defense when she comes onto the court.
Her speed and ball handling ability is really making Napa's full court pressure backfire against them because she's getting good opportunities to drive the lane with the uncontested layups in the last 2 possessions.
You know, it's a special night here at Solano.
It is.
You know, the Solano women's and men's basketball teams will have a series of promotional events throughout the remainder of the season. Tonight is the 3rd annual Scout Night. All Girl and Boy Scouts in attendance tonight will be admitted free to the game and will receive a commemorative patch. All kids will be able to participate in the halftime and postgame autograph sessions with the men's and women's teams tonight. The Solano men will be signing autographs during halftime of the women's game, and the Solano women will be signing autographs at the halftime of the men's game. You know, I really like to see that here at Solano, to bring in the community because we are a community college, and, you know, everybody that comes to the school or plays sports at school are from the community. We've all grown up here. We've all lived here. Take some pride in your community. I like to see them give back.
It was really nice to see a good standing ovation for the people here in attendance that are just good members of our community.
You know, there's a lot of Girl Scouts here. I wonder if they got any Thin Mints. I am kind of hungry up here, Brian. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Stosh, that is a very sore subject for me because I'm actually allergic to cookies. I have dairy allergy.
What aren't you allergic to?
What aren't I? Meat. I eat meat.
Well, it looks like there was a technical foul on the play here.
Possibly a flagrant because she's shooting 2 free throws.
And she misses them both.
That is very unfortunate. Nikki Andaya is Solano's best free throw shooter by percentage, so it's very surprising that she would miss both.
Checking back in for Solano is number 5, Justice Robertson.
But just seems to be the story of tonight. Just not being able to shoot is really plaguing Solano's ability. Luckily, they're still up by 6 because of their defense.
But, you know, like they say, defense wins championships, Ryan. As long as you play a good game on the defensive end, you put up enough points to win.
That's really what's been impressive about their streak. They're not only they're second in points per game, but they're first in defensive points allowed. So it's an all-around squad this year.
Oh, almost stolen away by Ariel Clay. A little floater, and it's good.
Ooh, that was beautiful by Sarah Irvine.
Wow, I did not think that one was going to drop. Nicole, a little cut back, trying to find a lane here. And Nicole White, good heads-up play. Knew she was going to fall out of bounds. Just throw it off the defender and reset your offense.
Yeah, you can't let ball pressure just affect you and make you make a bad decision. She had very good court awareness, knew she was near the sidelines, threw it off of the Napa Valley player.
Play, inbounds to Justice. Justice gets it in Daya. And Daya to Nicole White, wide open for three, and just rims out.
Just off for Nicole White.
Man, Solano, and they're going to call it double dribble. It's going to be Solano ball.
Seemed like an unforced error by Sarah Irvine. Not much.
Nobody around her.
Yeah,
nobody was around her. That's one of those plays that makes you very upset as a head coach. If somebody makes a good play on a steal or something like that, you can't be mad at them. But that's just
mental mistakes.
Mental mistakes. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, that just kills you every time.
You can't control if somebody's better than you, but you can control how good you are. Down low to Clay. Clay, leaner, puts it up, good.
Very good move by Ariel Clay. Getting out of the reach of Ashley Rem, putting it up and in.
Now Solano's going to the full court D.
Napa was able to pick off the Solano defender.
Oh. Napa really passing the ball well. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Napa, stolen away. Justin Robertson got the tip. Nikki and Dye came up with the ball. She's pushing it up. Step back, jumper, and it's good. Very nice.
That is the Nikki and Dye that we know.
Oh,
Nicole was getting greedy there.
Nikki, oh man. Justice, this Solano defense is swarming on the Napa Valley offense.
They are just feeding each other. I think they hear us talking all these good stuff about Nicole White. They want to be talked about too, about their defense. Solano really picking it up.
Man, this defense, they're really shutting them down right now.
I think they realize that their offensive game isn't as intact as they would like it to be, so they really want to step it up on defense, make sure Napa doesn't come back.
Keep the foot on the throttle.
Yes.
Oh, Napa trying to cut the lane there, and it's stolen away by Justice Robertson. I believe Ariel Clay got a hand on it, too.
Yes.
Everybody's participating on the defensive side of the floor.
Good help defense by Justice Robinson.
Robertson dribbling to her left. Picks it up, gets it to Denisha. Denisha to Clay. Clay thought about it. She looks. Dribbling with the left hand. Floater. Oh, take her to the line to shoot two from the charity stripe. I thought she might have had that one there, partner.
Yeah, that was very close. We've seen her make shots like that before in the past. Just a little short.
So like what I was talking about earlier, the momentum swings. Solano after that timeout, after those two steals by Nicole White, the 4-point swing there, Solano's been picking up their momentum. They're getting the most momentum of this game so far.
And now Solano's taking advantage of these foul calls by the refs. Before it was 6-2. Solano had 6 personal fouls. Now it's even at 6-6.
And it's no good. She splits them. 22-13 with 8:24 left on the clock. Oh, good spin move, but no finish. Swatted. Oh. The foul call is going to go to number 5, Justice Robertson. I know Napa, they like to play a little, pick and roll, get the ball down low and throw it up there and drive the lane. And Solano's doing a great job by keeping them out of the lane and keeping those passes out of there.
Yeah, it's a really good defense by the guards, keeping them in front so they don't open up opportunities for them to dish to the outside shooters. Also, good help defense by Justice Robinson, by Laura Lawson, by Ariel Clay. If they get by them, they are always there to make sure that a shot doesn't get put up by Napa.
Justice Robertson up to Adri. Oh, good to Nicole White.
That was excellent show of tic-tac-toe passing.
They were passing so fast I couldn't even get their names out.
That's the way to beat the full court press defense. Good, crisp passing, a lot of open opportunity for Nicole White.
A little double trap up top here.
Ariel Clay's length bothering number 22, Jenna Pena.
good. Oh, Ariel Clay with the hand in there and just swats it away.
We've been saying that a lot. Ariel Clay's been very active with her hands in the passing lanes, has garnered a lot of opportunities for Solano.
You know, Ariel Clay is averaging about 10 points a game, 5.1 rebounds a game. But, you know, that doesn't really – the numbers don't show what she does for this ball club.
Yes, Solano's been really deep this year, so a lot of players get a lot of playing time. There's been a lot of blowouts. So her numbers don't really equate to how effective she is and how important she is to Solano.
Rebounded by Adri Jones, pushes up to Justice Robertson for three. It is good!
Is that Justice Robinson or Nikki Andaya?
Wow, Justice Robinson, big time three, rainbow floater for good.
Or is it Dirk Nowitzki?
Man, that rainbow looked kind of like a Curry shot there.
Hey, just rain. It's a good time for rainbows,
right? It is raining now for three. Oh, couldn't answer. Oh, rebounded.
Oh, Ariel got a lot of ball, but
Rena Harden, what a great athletic play. She puts up the three, follows her rebound, gets the rebound, tries to put it back up. She couldn't quite get to go, but she gets to shoot two free throws.
You can see why Napa is very high on this freshman. She has a very good offensive game. It's been very well for Solano to keep her intact. I believe she has been held scoreless for this game. This is her first opportunity to score.
Checking back in for Solano is number 21, Denisha Lundy.
And checking in for Napa is Tamari Sangster, their point guard and leading assist woman.
And a second free throw. And she splits them. Nikki Andaya with the ball now. Nice little cut. Good dribbling. All alone. And they're going to call a travel on Audrey Jones.
She looked like she had an opening for a layup there, but decided to pull up for a jumper, shuffle her feet a little bit.
You know, she was a little unsure there. She went up, but she felt the pressure coming in, so she thought she should hold it, and she should just go with your first instinct.
Yeah,
like on a test, right?
Yeah, a decision. The most likely, your first instinct is going to be right, so you don't want to change your answer.
Checking in for Solano is number 32, Christian Voiles.
There we talk about the depth of Solano. Solano's 10 deep, and it shows with Kristen Voiles checking in.
You know, last Friday against Yuba, Christian Voiles had a big game. She was actually our player of the game.
Yeah. Check out that interview on the YouTube channel, Solano.
College Sports Network.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube, search up Solano College. You'll find us, subscribe, and you'll find Solano College Sports Network. And if you can't find it there, go ahead and look on Facebook. Give us a like. SCSN, Solano College Sports Network. We greatly appreciate it.
And if you live in Fairfield, Channel 27, the Fairfield Cable Access Channel, will show the games that we provide for you on SCSN.
And soon to be Vacaville Cable Access as well.
Very exciting.
We're growing here at SCSN.
Taylor Hamill check back in, and she's guarding Tamari Sangster.
Ooh. Napa really trying to drive the lane here. And good defense by Solano by clogging these lanes. They're doing an excellent job on defense.
Denisha Lundy not allowing Raina Harden to penetrate to get an easy shot. And again, playing the pass lanes very well, allowing Napa to get no momentum on their offense, always having to take the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, there's only one second left on the shot clock here, so basically it's a catch and shoot.
Or a lob or a cut pass. Nope, doesn't seem like.
One. She gets it off, and there is a shot clock violation. Good defense by your Lady Falcons, and it's going to be Falcon ball.
Allowing no room for her to breathe. Couldn't get extension on that shot. Came up short. 24-second shot clock violation.
Hamilton to Voiles. Voiles looking up. Gets to Robertson. Picked up by Hamilton off the tip pass. Up and under. Oh! Gets her own rebound. Out to Adri Jones. To Justice Robertson. Up. It is good and one.
That was a very good move by Justice Robinson. Fake to the right, goes to the left. Maybe Napa doesn't know, but Justice Robinson is left-handed. They went for the fake. Justice makes him pay.
You know, Taylor Hamilton, what an athletic play coming up out the tip pass to get to the bucket, gets her own rebound and dishes it around to allow a three-point opportunity for Justice Robinson.
Absolutely. It looked like that was the way they drew it up. Just pass it off Napa. Taylor Hamilton gets the ball, creates a play.
Napa for three. And there's no bucket. It's a travel call.
Yeah. Another of that indecision and another mental mistake by Napa. Now it's really starting to pile up there. Solano has a 13-point lead with 6 minutes remaining.
I think the last time I looked at the clock, there was about 9 minutes left, and within the time that's diminished off, Napa's only put up 3 points on the board.
Yeah, Solano's defense has been stifling today.
Christian Voiles for 3. No good.
She had an open look there, just couldn't quite make it.
Good defense by Solano. Look at that. Tipped. Come up with Taylor Hamilton. One-on-one. Pull up. Jumper. And it's no good. Just a little short on the toss there. Stolen away. Justice Robertson. No. Back up again. No. Rebounded again. No.
Couldn't quite get there. Maybe Justice was just trying to pad her rebound stats, but I don't think Matt Borcher would buy that. Just couldn't quite put it in there. Taylor Hamilton couldn't quite get the patented Solano pull-up jumper to go through, but again, Solano doesn't quit on defense. They pressured the ball handler, got the turnover.
I'm really liking the way this Solano team's attacking the offensive boards and defensive as well.
Absolutely. Coming into the game, you expect Solano to outscore Napa with their precise offense, but it seems they have adjusted well to Napa and really focused on their defense as the key to winning the game.
Checking back in for Solano's number 23, Nicole White. It's a 15-point lead for Solano now with 5:27 left on the clock in the first half. Oh, and that would be a travel call.
Travel.
You could hear everybody. As soon as you took that step, everybody in the gym just goes, oh!
Yeah, that was a groaner.
Solano has figured out this full-court offense that Napa is running, and they are just taking advantage of it. And that's going to be a foul called, sending Nicole White to the charity stripe to shoot one-on-one.
Napa's coach is very unhappy about that call. But it seemed clear that she body bumped her while she was dribbling the ball, so Nicole White is shooting a one-on-one.
Hey, but these refs haven't changed the whole game.
No, they've been very consistent. They set a tone. We're not going to allow you to be physical. You need to play a clean game. That's all you can ask for the refs.
Hey, as long as they're consistent, there's nothing to be complaining about.
Yeah.
And they're doing an excellent job, I will say that.
Yes.
Nicole White makes her first, gets another one. Napa is one foul away from the full bonus. And she makes them both. Nicole White's having herself a nice little game here.
I think she's capitalizing from momentum from her 18-point.
Oh, stolen away by Nikki Ndaya. Looking like an NFL cornerback right there. Good pass to Christian Voiles. And it's going to be a late foul call. Send her to the line to shoot 2. She read that all the way, Brian.
Yeah.
From where we're sitting, we had a great view.
Yeah, I think we saw what she was seeing. She was weaving around the defender, saw an open pass lane, hit Kristen Voiles right in stride. Couldn't quite get there because she was fouled. But Kristen looks to capitalize.
Reminded me a little bit of late Deion Sanders picking off the balls there. Oh, she couldn't get the first one to go.
Team Deion didn't do quite well in the Pro Bowl now, did he?
Yeah, not. I'm sorry, I didn't really watch the Pro Bowl.
Oh, well. Jerry Rice's team won late with a 2-point conversion. But it's still the Pro Bowl.
Exactly. They don't want to hit each other.
No.
They're just there having fun.
Free trip to Hawaii.
Exactly. Oh, she couldn't make either of them, and Napa gets away with one there. Solano back to their zone defense down here.
Proved to be effective so far in this first half.
Really trying to get it down low. Little mismatch here. Denisha Lundy just puts her hands straight up.
But just Raina Harden's ability to score was just too much for Solano, even though it was very good defense.
Denisha Lundy did the right thing. She knows that that's a high percentage shot, so just let her take the shot and don't draw a foul because your team's already in foul trouble.
Exactly. So. You have a cushion to work with here. No unnecessary fouls.
Look at the good ball movement by Solano here. Just spread the ball all over
dribbling.
Christian Voiles back out to Clay. 3 seconds. Nicole White for 3. And it's no good. The
ball is up her own miss to Kristen Voiles for the layup.
What more can we say about number 23, Nicole White, the spark plug of this Lady Falcons team?
Absolutely proving dividends on the offensive end, not quitting on the shot that she missed. Follows up her own miss, makes a nice pass to Kristen Voiles for the layup.
Man, Solano is just clicking on all cylinders right now. You know, it's like a big semi-truck coming down a hill. There's not there's not much you can do to stop him right now.
It took a little bit for them to get going, but their defense has fed their offense. Their defense has given them good opportunities to lay the ball up. It's gotten them in a rhythm, and now this lead is ballooning to now 17.
You know, Solano came out. They, blanked on their first couple shots and allowed Napa to kind of run with them in the beginning here. And Napa had a momentum, and then Nicole White came into the game, and the momentum seemed to change a little bit. Everybody from Solano starts, hey, she's picking her game up. Time to pick my game up. And they're all feeding off one each other. They're clicking, and you got to credit Coach Matt Boycher for that one.
Yeah, putting Nicole White, getting her two. She stole the ball twice, laid it up. It seemed to pressure Napa because they've been committing a lot of unforced errors, a lot of traveling, a lot of double dribbling. Doesn't seem to be forced.
I think it's the mental aspect of the game, as what you were talking about earlier, and the way Solano's like feeding on them right now. It's kind of hard, and you're second guessing yourself on what passes I should make because where is that defender? So second guessing yourself, more likely you're going to cause a turnover and miss your shot.
I think Napa knows how skilled Solano is, being number 1 in the Bay Valley Conference at 10-0. They're putting a lot of pressure on themselves to beat their rivals.
And it always feels good to beat your rivals.
It does.
Solano once again playing tight defense here. And there's going to be a foul call on Justice Robertson, and she does not like the call, and she is a little upset there.
Looks like Raina Harden's going to the line.
It looked to me like Justice Robertson had her feet planted, but I think she had a little bit of a lean in there.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit of a body bump when Raina went in for the layup.
And Raina, she knows how to shoot free throws. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she's definitely one of the top scorers in the Bay Valley Conference.
Checking in for the Lady Falcons, number 15, Christina Contouros. And she makes them both.
She is, in fact, their leading free throw shooter on their team at 67%.
Napa trying to get the ball here. Good ball moving by Solano. Up to Nicole White. Down to Denisha Lundy. Oh, and there's going to be a foul call there.
But again, crisp passing, not dribbling the ball down the court, not allowing the defense to swarm the dribbler. Christina Contours dribbled towards the sidelines, drew 2 defenders. That opens up the passing lanes all the way down to Denisha Lundy.
It kind of looks like an ultimate Frisbee game. You catch a Frisbee, you can't move until you pass it again. And that's what Solano's doing. They're simply passing the ball, looking, where's the next lane? Boom, get it there for an easy bucket.
It's quicker to pass the ball down the court than it is to dribble it yourself.
That is true.
Substituting in for Napa, number 11, Alana Burnham.
Tanisha for a second one. Couldn't get to go.
Nisha's been off this game. She hasn't been her usual scoring self. She's hit that 3 earlier, thought that would get her going. Couldn't get quite that free throw there.
That's what makes Solano such a good team. Their top 3 scorers, are having a little bit of an off game, but then you have your bench coming in and making huge strides for you. Nicole White,
Speaking of, that was a little heat check.
Oh, chip down to Ariel Clay.
But a charge on Nicole White. With passing crash action. Ref caught her.
I like the idea,
a little overzealous, but
it was a nice pass. Very nice pass. It
was just smart by the Napa defender to realize Nicole was about to pass the ball, but her momentum carried her into the defender.
Napa really struggling on just putting points on the board right now. I think most of their points have come from the charity stripe today.
Yeah.
Oh, good defense by Nikki and Daya, getting a hand in there to break that play up.
That's been really the key to their defense, is playing the passing lanes, not allowing the Napa Valley players to cleanly catch the ball. Their offense hasn't had much of a rhythm at all in this first half.
Not at all, and the only way they're hanging in this game is by shooting free throws. Now you knock off the fouls, and we have a different ball game.
Absolutely.
For 3, no good. Rebounded by Nikki and Daya. Passes it up to Christina. Christina, pull-up jumper. No good. Napa pushing the ball back up court. Sarah Irvine with the ball. And there's going to be a foul call on Nikki and Daya.
Away from the ball.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the fouls on 21, Denisha Lundy, sending Sarah Irvine to the line to shoot 2.
I think Denisha is trying to pressure herself a little bit to pick up her defense because not really contributing on offense as much as she usually would like to. Maybe a little overzealous, a little hand check on the dribbler, like the refs have set this tone. Not going to let that fly.
You know, Napa's starting to crawl back in this game slowly but surely, capitalizing on these second chance opportunities, and obviously didn't
Not
do
quite
that
there, though. I guess that's a broadcaster's jinx in reverse.
Yes, it is. Oh. Christina trying to get the ball out there. 2-on-1. What's Napa going to do? Good defense by Solano, but Napa capitalizes there. Cuts this lead to 10. And a sloppy passing by Solano right now. Ariel Clay puts it up for 3, and it's a little short. Nicole White came streaming in down there, couldn't get the rebound. Napa on the fast-paced offense, up and good transition offense for Napa.
Napa making a run here.
You know, that's not something you like to see if I was Coach Matt Boychard, you know, coming
Might want to call a timeout pretty soon. If Napa gets another bucket, wouldn't be surprised.
Nikki and Dia driving through the lane. She gets stuffed. Kicks it back out to Nicole White. Nicole for 3. It is good!
Nicole White answers every time tonight.
Nicole White is on fire from beyond the arc right now.
She is playing with a ton of confidence.
Solano trying to pick it up. Uh-oh. Christina Contouris was a little slow to get up there.
And Alana Burham was able to put that in.
Nicole White to Denisha Lundy. Denisha pushing. Steps back. Kicks it over to Christina. Christina back to Lundy. Lundy to Ndaya.
Nicole White.
Nikki down low. Stolen away by Sarah Irvine for Napa. Coming down is Tamari puts it up, and it's good.
Yeah, Sangster saw Ariel Clay get back on defense, dribble the ball out a little bit. Got a little bit of room that she's not used to. Able to put it through.
Nikki and Dia pressing up here.
Ooh.
Oh, good handles by Nikki.
Through the defense.
To Denisha Lundy for 3. Oh, and it just rims out. And it's going to be Napa ball.
A very good dribbling by Nikki and Dia there. She seems to have a good feel of what Napa's doing on defense. Able to get through it. Create an opportunity there. Solano just needs to capitalize.
And, you know, within the past 2 minutes, the momentum has shifted towards Napa, you know. They're making this a ball game, so second half, let's see if they can continue this. But the refs have been letting them play so far the last 2 minutes. Almost stolen away by Justice Robertson. She got a hand in there. 15 on the shot clock. 8 seconds separate the shot clock from the game clock.
Got to pressure Raina Harden here.
5 on the shot clock for 3. And it's just off the mark. Rebounded by Napa. Couldn't quite get to go. Tipped out. Napa again, another second chance. They're just throwing the ball up there now, trying to get something to go. Oh, man, this thing is... And a foul is finally called with 0.4 seconds left on the game clock.
That was pretty smart by Napa, just to keep putting the ball up there. They have a lot of length on the floor right there.
They definitely have the size, Brian.
Yeah, Alana Burnham keeping the ball alive a lot in that last possession. They're leading rebounder. And with the way the refs are calling fouls, Napa got the break there. Raina Harden could capitalize on the first one. Let's see if she can get the second one down.
Couldn't get the second. And that is the end of the first half with your Lady Falcons up by 7 points, 38-31 over the opposing Storm. Brian, what'd you take away from this first half?
The first half really was, to me, about Solano's defense. Solano came up to a really rocky start. They didn't have much of a tempo, a rhythm to their offense, so they really buckled down on defense. You saw a lot of tip passes by players like Ariel Clay, by Nicole White, and that created an offensive opportunity that got them easy fast break points and allowed them to get a bigger lead. But Napa, in those last few minutes, was able to gain their momentum back, stop creating mental mistakes, and they really got their offensive going and got some easy putback layups, and now it's a 7-point game.
You know, this game's come down to really momentum. The first couple minutes, Napa had the momentum. They started taking the lead. Nicole White comes on the court. Solano got the momentum through most of the part of that first half and really started running away. But with the last 3 or 4 minutes left on the clock, Napa really started to turn it on and crawled back in this game to only be down by 7.5. So you know what? It's going to be exciting second half if it's anything like the first. So We'll be back right after this.
Solano Community College transformed my life.
And gave me the opportunities I needed to succeed.
I received the same university-caliber education.
Without the pressures of debt holding me back. Affordable and flexible. I fulfilled my undergraduate classes.
Getting to the information I truly have a passion for.
The decision to attend SCC empowered my future.
And made my dream of attending Yale University a reality. Solano Community College, the educated choice.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back for some exciting second half action here inside the Falcons' Nest, where your Lady Falcons are up by 7 points over the Napa Valley Storm. Once again, I'm Stosh Samoyeda here in the broadcast booth, joined with my partner, Brian Nelson. Brian, what was your takes from the first half?
Well, for Solano, I think their offense really needs to get back on track to how it's been over the past 11 games. Taylor Hamilton and Denisha Lundy have had slow first halves. If they can pick it back up, Solano should be in good shape to take this one home. And for Napa, Elena Burnham has been really good on the boards. So Laura Lawson, Justice Robinson need to block her out so that Napa doesn't get second chance point opportunities.
You know, we were talking about momentum swings in the first half and how whatever team had the momentum was putting up the points, and the scoring has been coming on streaks. So far, whoever team's going to be the hottest in the second half is going to be the victor of this game. But the way Solano's defense is looking, they're looking pretty sharp. If they can keep themselves out of foul trouble and keep Napa off the line, they can cruise to an easy victory.
Absolutely.
All right, it looks like we're just about ready to start the second half here and see what's going to happen. Here we go. Checked in at number 24, Taylor Hamilton. Taylor gets it to Ariel Clay. Ariel Clay to Denisha Lundy. Laura Lawson up top. Back to Clay. Clay swings it to Hamilton. Hamilton up to Clay. Clay swings it over to Laura Lawson for two. Couldn't quite get it. Tipped. Denisha Lundy. Laura Lawson with those long arms up and good.
Denisha Lundy's second chance opportunity with her effort was able to poke that ball away from the Napa defender, and Laura Lawson put it home.
You know, Laura Lawson's marked at 5'10", and there's going to be a foul called already on number 20, Ariel Clay.
A little over-aggressive there.
Like I was saying, Laura Lawson says on the stat sheet here that she's 5'10". She plays way bigger than 5'10" with the length she has. I mean, she had a 21 rebound game. I mean, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Now let's see if Solano can keep up this good D they've been having. Stopped up top. And Dia swarming. Sarah Irvine kicks it over to Stacy. No good. Rebounded. Taylor Hamilton driving the lane. Cuts left, up and under, and she's fouled, and it's going to be for a three-point play.
That is Taylor Hamilton's ability, folks. She gets the ball off the rebound in stride, pushes the ball, puts it to the other side of the rim so nobody blocks the shot, and one opportunity for Taylor Hamilton.
Checking in for Solano is number 5, Justice Robinson.
1 minute in, already some substitutions.
You know, I think Ariel Clay might be in a little foul trouble, and, you know, coach over there is going to need her through the later stretches of this game.
Wasn't happy with the early foul by Ariel Clay. That was something in the first half that they needed to work on.
That pass is skied over the number 2, Rana Harden, is going to be Solano ball.
A little overzealous there by Napa, trying to get some point opportunities. Solano's built this lead to 12, back to double digits.
Napa likes to play a little bit of controlled chaos type of offense by just pass the ball around, run, and just make opportunities, and Solano, on the other hand, can really capitalize off that. Robinson for 2. It is good. Raindrops.
Yes, Justice Robinson, high arcing shot. Now, when the ball is shot that high, it has a higher probability of making the shot because the higher the angle, the greater the chance the ball goes into the hoop.
Well, thank you, Brian, for that sports update.
Hey,
for that science
sports
update.
Science.
Sports science. No, Coach Marks would be proud. He has a degree in sports science. Napa with some good ball movement, trying to work it down low here, but nothing working. Laura Lawson on the baseline, putting up some good D, and it's rebounded by number 11, Alana Burnham, and it's going to be a foul called.
Like I said right before the half, Alana Burnham is really their Laura Lawson. She has very long arms and is a very good rebounder.
Napa inbound the ball. Solano tipped. Oh, Denisha Lundy. Every time the ball comes her way, it seems like she gets at least a finger on it.
It seems like most of the Solano defenders have been, Matt Borcher has been preaching that clearly in practice because Denisha Lundy, Ariel Clay. A lot of defenders have had that called.
And there's a foul called, and it's
A
little hook by number 24, Ashley Rem. It's going to be a Solano ball. You know, a couple quick fouls from both teams. Not even 2 minutes into the second half, you know. Might come down to free throws.
It looks like Napa's momentum from the second half hasn't quite carried over to the second half for them.
You know, Solano's come out strong. Good momentum. Down low to Laura Lawson with the foul and one.
That was a beautiful angle we had. Taylor Hamilton, just like a quarterback, found a perfect lane for a bounce pass to Laura Lawson. No one was around her. Napa couldn't quite catch up. Foul and one.
And you see why we call it TP3.
Absolutely.
Little Chris Paul-esque.
That was a perfect bounce pass right into the perfect place for Laura Lawson to just go up with the ball quick.
You know, that's a lost art form of basketball, the bounce pass. You don't see too many bounce passes anymore.
I love the bounce pass personally. I'd rather have that than a chest pass because the ball's not as quick of a velocity, so it's easier to catch. And once it's right in the perfect sweet spot for you to catch it, it's real simple to just go up with the ball.
And there was a lane violation for Solano there, so the shot was neglected, and it's going to be Napa ball. Solano played a full court press, but look at that, causing turnovers, and there was nobody there. Denisha Lundy came up with it. Denisha to Ndaya. Ndaya to Robinson. Justice to Hamilton. Hamilton drives, pull-up jumper, and it's no good. Laura Lawson coming in and just swats that away. Doesn't allow the rebound.
That's a pretty good play by Laura Lawson. You don't want Napa to get out on a fast break, get an easy opportunity, make them take the ball out of the bounds, let your full court defense take over.
Yeah, because Napa's most of their scoring has come from the charity stripe and, you know, transition offense.
And Solano's forced a lot of turnovers with their half-court press, or full-court press.
No foul there. Taylor Hamilton, good all alone, coming up right-handed layup. She is a lefty. What a beautiful move right there.
Just showing off all her skill stuff.
You know, Justice Robinson got the tip. Taylor Hamilton came up with it for an easy bucket. And like I said, the momentum is definitely swaying towards the Falcons.
Absolutely. Napa has to call a timeout because this lead has ballooned to 18.
That's something that Napa doesn't like to see coming right out of that. You know, coming into the second half, had good momentum after that first half. Come out here and just lay a couple goose eggs, and Solano's taking well advantage of it right now.
Napa falling on bad habits with unforced errors. There was that long pass down the court. They're trying to get the score too high, went out of bounds. Again, and then an offensive foul on a hook call by Napa. So a couple turnovers has led to Solano gaining momentum on offense. They look to be well in control in this game.
And checking in for Solano is number 23, Nicole White. She's having herself a pretty good game, I would say. Maybe a little bit better than pretty good.
Yeah.
Stolen away by Nikki and Ndaya.
Right on point.
And Nicole White comes up with it, and Solano's setting up their offense again. Good ball moving around the perimeter. Justice scanning. Kicks it back to Lundy. Lundy to White. White to Nikki. Lundy back to Nikki. Nikki for three. Oh, in and out of the rim, and it's rebounded by Napa.
It was a beautiful back screen by Laura Lawson to set that shot up.
Good cut and drive to the basket for number 22, Jenna Pena. And she's going to go to the line to shoot two.
It's actually an offensive foul.
Oh.
She put the knee up there into Laura Lawson. A little
Can't
aggressive
do that.
there. Nope.
Can't do that. You know, the mental part of the game is a big part of the game, and so far, Napa in the second half is not thinking too well. Nikki and Ndaya pull-up jumper, a little short. Nicole White with another rebound.
Skying for the rebound.
She thought about it, decided against it. Lawson kicks it back up to Nicole. Nicole for three. No good. Rebounded by Lundy. Denisha. Zendaya. Nikki calling out her play. Nicole kicks it back to Nikki. Back to Nicole. To Denisha. To Justice for three. Oh, just rimming out.
She's had the hot hand from outside.
You know, she's starting to feel it, man. She's feeling it.
That was a little heat check.
Napa slowing down the pace here. Just they need to get a bucket here to start this route. Stop this route. For three. No good. A little short. Rebounded by Justice Robertson. Showing. Oh, and they're going to get her on the travel.
That was a very, very strong rebound by Justice. Shifted her feet a little bit after the Napa Valley player Went away from her, lost balance.
Checking in for Solano is number 20, Ariel Clay, and number 24, Taylor Hamilton. Oh, stolen. Oh, tipped away by Taylor Hamilton. She almost got away with that one there.
Almost dove into the stands, right into the PA announcer.
Yeah. Didn't you get to do that last game?
That was an interesting opportunity I had.
Yeah.
I actually had the opportunity to call the game against Yuba. That was a very rewarding experience. That I think has helped me tonight.
Yes, it has. Hey,
being comfortable.
For your first broadcast behind the mic, Brian, you're doing an excellent job, I have to say.
Thank you, Stosh.
Add a lot of depth to our broadcast, I should say.
Vocabulary words are...
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at vocab.
You're busting out the $5 words. I'm still like the 50-cent words, you know. The foul is on number 24, Taylor Hamilton, and that's her 4th personal foul.
That is not good. You do not want Taylor Hamilton, your best player, with 1 foul remaining. 15 minutes to go in the second half.
A foul called.
Justice Robinson cannot believe that call.
And she's chirping at the refs over here, and she's not quite sure why she called for the foul. And Ariel Clay is asking the ref what happened.
Now in for Napa, Raylyn Talafili is checking in.
You know, Solano was a little baffled with that call there. I am too. I didn't quite see any fouls. Oh, Nicole White trying to jump the route there.
Solano has to be careful not to let that get into their head, force them to make unforced errors.
And another foul called on number 5, Justice Robinson.
Matt Borcher needs to take her out. She seems to be very upset with these last 2 calls.
And, you know, there's been a couple calls where she's kind of giving a reaction towards the refs. So as soon as you do that, you're on the ref's radar, and you got to play kind of quiet. I mean, she is a very good competitor. Don't get me wrong. It's all in the competitive spirit. She's doing nothing wrong. But when a ref sees that, they like to pick on you a little bit. Checking in for Justice Robinson is number 33, Laura Lawson. Napa trying to drive the lane here. They have 4 Solano defenders in the paint. Great job making kick it out there. For 2. No good. Rebounded by Laura Lawson. And a foul called on number 11, Alana Burnham.
Now those are the 2 best rebounders for both teams battling it out. Laura Lawson got the better of that battle that time.
You know, with the 2 fouls called on Solano there, didn't hurt them. They didn't let up a bucket. Basket, bucket. A basket.
A basket,
A basket. Solano needs to come with a bucket here to keep their momentum rolling. Denisha for 3, and it's good.
Finally, Denisha Lundy on track.
You know, with Taylor Hamilton in foul trouble, you know, Matt Borcher's going to have to rely on the rest of his team to really step it up, and so far they're doing an excellent job.
Nicole White in the first half, perhaps Denisha Lundy in the second half.
Napa's just struggling to put some points on the board right now with the way Solano's defense has been working.
Been absolutely relentless.
You know what?
But
Raina Harden drives the lane, gets it in for 2, but Solano's defense was there. They didn't go for the foul, and they played it smart right there.
That's just a good offensive player making a move, putting your team in a good position to make some points.
Down low to Laura Lawson, catch and shoot, no good. She comes down with her own rebound, but she's going to get called for the foul for reaching over the back.
I think that was more of a foul for being tall. So it's pretty easy to reach over the back when you're 5'11".
Checking in for Ariel Clay is number 32, Christian Voiles. Yep, the second half, you're going to see a lot of Solano's bench and show you how deep this team really is in talent.
Especially with all this foul trouble, Stosh.
She puts up the jumper. Ooh, lasered it in there. Nope, couldn't quite get it. But it looks like Raina Harden gets the rebound and puts it back in for 2. Laura Lawson catches it. Nicole White, step back. 1 pump up with the bump. No good. And it's going to stay Solano ball. Nicole White was looking for a foul there. She kind of threw her body into the defender, but she didn't quite get it.
Yeah, I think that was smart by the refs to realize that she initiated the contact. It wasn't the Napa Valley defender's fault that that contact was there.
Christian Voiles on the inbound. No good. Laura Lawson fight for the rebound. Still loose ball on the ground there. The ladies are all over the floor fighting for it. It's going to be a jump ball.
Good hustle by Nikki and Diane not to allow Napa Valley to get on a fast break to chip away at this 17-point lead. Now in for Napa, number 32, Sarah Irvine.
Yeah, Sarah Irvine. We've called her name a couple times tonight for Napa. She's been really helpful to this team.
Yeah, look at that outlet pass by Sarah.
Not quite Peyton Manning, maybe
No.
maybe Russell Wilson, because he's not going to do too well tomorrow or on Sunday.
I hope not. Still bitter about
Hey,
it. Yeah,
Super Bowl action this Sunday.
it is.
Broncos, Seahawks, or I should say She-Hawks. Who you taking, Brian?
I hope Peyton Manning and the Broncos absolutely destroy the Seattle Seahawks because I'm a bitter 49ers fan. I am not ashamed to admit that. Peyton Manning, please, you know what? I will allow you to break Steve Young's 6 touchdown record if it's against the Seahawks. I will gladly take that.
I have to agree with you. I hope it's a good game the first half. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking 14-10 and a half. The Broncos, then after that, it's just going to be a blowout. Seattle doesn't score a single point in that second half. That's my prediction, or what I'm wishing for.
Yeah, that's my wish. What I actually think will happen is it'll be a pretty close game. It's going to be a very exciting game for the Super Bowl.
And the substitution buzzer went off and caused some confusion on the court. And it's going to stay Solano ball. Checking in for Solano's number 14, Adri Jones. For number 32, Christian Boyles. Yeah, did you see the little confusion on everybody's face there? The buzzer went off, and they're dribbling around like, hey, what's going on,
Mid-play.
refs? Good ball movement here. Way to get the ball up court. Nicole White. Oh, I thought
like she was going to launch it.
I thought she was. To Adri. Oh, down low. Nicole White all alone. And she puts it in for 2. It's going to be and 1. What a play. They lost Nicole White. She was down the baseline all alone. She was jumping. Hey, give me the ball. Hey, give me the ball.
I don't know how you can lose Nicole White with her energy. She just emits a radiance of give me the ball.
And she converts the 3-point play. What a big night for number 23, Nicole White.
Absolutely a difference maker. With Taylor Hamilton in foul trouble, Nicole White has stepped up her game to a level that is on the level of Taylor Hamilton.
And it's going to be Solano ball. Good defense once again.
Another unforced error by Napa, this time by Raina Harden, dribbling the ball off of her leg.
And to Denisha. To White. She's looking, gets the ball up court.
Kiara Beecham with the ball,
And
but
she
she shuffled the pivot foot. A little indecision there, whether to drive it or to pass it back out.
Yeah, I didn't see the substitution when number 22, Kiara Beecham, checked into
Maybe
the
that
game.
was that mysterious buzzer.
I think that's
Maybe
what it was.
she just sneaked onto the court.
Snuck onto the court there, Brian.
Snuck, yes.
I know you are a proud member of our speech and debate team here at Solano.
Yes, my coaches would not be happy with that little English flaw there.
And we know Professor Greg Poff's down there on the board listening to us, and I can see him over there giving you a little head nod like, come on, Brian.
Be doing tongue twisters tomorrow.
Kira to Adri. Down low to Nicole White once again. Dishes it off to Christina. Adri, no good. She comes up with her own rebound. Reset the play clock there. Now it's time to just wind some clock off and put up a bucket here and keep the motor running. 4-3. Adri Jones couldn't quite come up with that shot there. Napa coming down set up there. Offense here. Driving baseline. Just runs into the defender. She puts it up. Nothing working there. Rebounded by Kiara Beecham. Kiara dishes it to Lundy. Lundy pressing up. Gets it to Adri. Kicks it to Kiara. To Nicole.
Smart. Looks like they're winding down some clock here.
Christina tries to get low to Nicole. Nicole, one dribble. Oh, to Kiara Beecham. And she's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2.
That was a great back cut by Kiara Beecham. They saw Nicole White in the middle of the paint with the ball. All eyes went on her. Kiara saw her defender looking at the ball, cut to the basket, and Nicole is very good at passing the ball.
And here she is to shoot 2. Well, 11:43 left on the clock. Your Lady Falcons are up 56-37 over the opposing Napa Valley Storm. And you're tuned in to SCSN, your home for Solano Sports.
I know you're excited about baseball season coming up, Stosh.
Oh, yeah, the men's team here dropped their first 2 games. Coming home to the home opener this Saturday. Tomorrow we'll be bringing you that game. check us out on YouTube or Facebook and tune in and check us out. I know it's going to be a good one. And there's a travel call there. The men are playing DVC, which they lost yesterday 4-1.
So look to bounce back there.
You know, I think what they need is a little home cooking to start the season off right.
They just need us there to
exactly
provide some support.
Up to Nicole. Nicole looking like a Jerry Rice catch there. Drops it down low to Christina, and she gets it to fall.
From Jerry Rice to Steve Young.
Napa just running a little floater, a little short there. Rebounded by Christina. Christina putting up tempo. Oh, lobs it to Kira Beecham. Kira falling away and no good. Christina throws it back up. Oh, no good. Good hustle play by both Kira and Christina. And a travel call on Napa.
Once it starts, it just keeps building momentum. Like you said, momentum. This is just in a bad way for Napa.
You know, it's a 21-point deficit right now, and this second half has been all Solano.
Looks like Nikki and Dia is in here for Nicole White.
Give Nicole a little breather. She's been working hard.
Absolutely.
Oh, long pass to Kira Beecham. Lundy thought about it. Adri to Nikki. Nikki, little cross up and under. Couldn't too strong, but Kira Beecham comes away. Oh, Denisha Lundy comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, Nikki followed her own miss with a tip.
Oh, Denisha was having a backcourt cut there, and it's going to stay Solano ball off the hands of number 22, Jenna Pena.
Yeah, it was clear. We had a good angle of that. That ticked off a Napa Valley defender. Good call by the refs.
But, you know, good idea. Denisha Lundy on a backdoor cut right there. Could have been an easy bucket.
Now in for Napa, number 11, Alana Burnham. So looks like Napa wants to get their big rebounder in there. Stop the second chance opportunities.
Up to Nikki. New shot clock. Nikki to Adri. Adri for three. No good.
Couldn't quite get there. She has been hot from three lately, Sash.
The last game she had, she broke the freshman three-point record. Most three-pointers in a game. And that's going to send Napa to the line. Number 2, Rana Harden. We've called her name a lot, man.
Yeah. We saw it on the stat sheet. She is very vital to Napa.
Checking in for your Lady Falcons is number 33, Laura Lawson.
I think that's a nice little chess move by Matt Borchard, seeing that Alana Burnham's in. Put your rebounder in there, too.
Also checking in right now is number 20, Ariel Clay for your Lady Falcons. Substituting for number 15, Christina Contours.
Yeah, I think Matt wants to put this one away. There's a 20-point lead with 10 minutes left. The bench has been very good these past few minutes of keeping and expanding this lead, but putting some of the starters in to really hammer home this win.
You know, besides the start of the second half, I mean, it pretty much looks like the first half, the way Solano just has been dominating. Oh, kicks out to Denisha. Denisha to Nikki. Spreading the ball around here, sharing the love. I like to see this. Adri Jones for three!
Couldn't keep her down for long, Stosh.
And a timeout is called by Napa Valley Storm. 61-39. Solano starting to run away here.
That was a big dagger by Adri Jones.
You know, they're averaging close to 90 points a game, and I can really see it, you know. They still have 30 points more to go to reach 90. I don't think they might get it there tonight.
48, 90 might be a little much, but 80 is definitely a possibility.
But you know what? It's not about how many points you put on the board. You just got to score one more than the other team.
Absolutely.
This game can be 3-2 for like a baseball game, you know? It'd be pretty.
Only 8 points this half for Napa Valley. So 10 minutes of action, 8 points. That is a very good percentage, and you will win a lot of games if Solano keeps up that defense.
You know, Solano is in foul trouble, but both teams are. You know, it's been through this whole game. But Solano's defense, even the players coming off the bench, Nicole White, Christina Contours, Adri Jones, Justice Robinson, and I can go on and on. I mean, this team is built with depth, and I love to see them come out and get some playing time to show Coach Matt Boychard what they can actually do to get more playing time. But if I'm Coach Matt Boychard, I'm over here with a big smile on my face saying, hey, you know what, my top performers are in foul trouble, but I can send these girls out here and they perform just as well. Coach's dream, man.
It has to be fun for Matt. Just play the puppet master. Just put in the right pieces, right game. It has to be a blessing to just really have that type of talent on your bench. in case your starters aren't on that day, because this is basketball, Stosh. You might not have your best game every single game.
Well, we're looking. Taylor Hamilton came out struggling a little bit. Denisha Lundy in the first half, the first part of the first half, came out a little slow. Nicole White came in, added that spark, and since then they've all been having pretty good games.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to see Solano play some tough D, and there's going to be a travel call. Once again, second guessing yourself, and that's what happens.
Absolutely. She saw the length of Ariel Clay coming to double team her, but she attempted to pass, couldn't quite do it.
Solano's going to probably try to wind some clock off here before they take a shot.
Napa switching to a zone defense.
Nikki kicks out to Laura. Laura with the jumper, no good. Oh, and Raina Harden threw a little elbow there, a little shoulder into Nikki and Daya. Game's starting to get maybe a little chippy here.
The refs have done their best to try and take away that chippiness, but
hey,
clearly there's some competitiveness here.
And Raina Harden's just trying to work her way in there, had a bad shot and couldn't quite get to go. Ariel Clay to Nikki and Daya, pull-up jumper. Oh, and overshoots it there. Napa coming down with the rebound. Good defense by Denisha Lundy, but just trying to run her out of bounds there. Not a lot of contact, but Napa coming down to get set. Napa really needs to start getting something to work right now, get a bucket, and hopefully get on a roll here to crawl back in this game with 8:39 left on the clock. Spin move not working there, swatted away. She tried to put it back up, but is rebounded by number 2, Raina Harden.
Again.
The heart and soul of the team so far.
She's looking like James Harden there. Guess that her big cousin.
I wonder if there's any relation there. Cousin, you say?
Maybe, I don't.
Oh, good dish from Denisha Lundy to number 14, Adri Jones with the easy lane.
Solano's fundamentals are clear, Stosh. You can see the bounce pass perfect by Denisha Lundy.
Oh, good move to get to the bucket. Not working there. Is off. Oh, kept alive. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Denisha. Denisha keeps pressing the tempo up. Nikki back to Denisha. Denisha wide open on top for 3. No good.
And Denisha really wanted that ball, calling Nikki and Diet.
And there's a foul called on Laura Lawson right there. She just kind of barreled over there. Poor number 22, Jenna Pena.
That looked like it hurt, and she's hobbling down the court.
And Laura Lawson's also in a little bit of foul trouble. I believe all Solano starters have a couple fouls on them. But you know, with this big of a lead, you just got to, like we're saying, they got bench. Let the bench players come in and take care of business.
And here we go again, Nicole White.
Well,
set to check in.
Who sang that song? Taking care of business.
I'm not much of a singer, Stosh. I think we want viewers to tune in. I don't want to dissuade them with my singing ability or lack thereof.
I agree with you there, because I would go on American Idol, but I don't want to make everybody look bad. I have golden vocals up there.
I would go on American Idol for the comic relief, because they really need that to get some ratings. She bangs, she bangs. That was a big hit. Looks like number 4, Raylyn Talafili, is checking in for Napa.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Raylyn tonight. She's been coming in to relieve every now and again, a couple minutes here.
Yeah, coming in to relieve Raina Harden, which is good for Solano, and appears as if
Nikki and Daya to Nicole White. Nicole thought about it. Solano swinging the ball around very well. Kira back out to Denisha for 3, and it's no good. Look at Nicole White go for that rebound. She is just everywhere. Napa really desperately trying to get something to work here. They just keep driving the lane. And Nicole White comes up with the rebound. There's a scuffle on the floor. It's a jump ball. It's going to stay Falcons ball.
And it's amazing that Nicole White, at her size, is averaging more rebounds than assists. She averages 2.7 a game.
If you watch Nicole, whenever a shot goes up, she's crashing the boards. She may be the smallest girl on the court, but hey, she's coming down with a lot of rebounds. And defenses, tend to forget about her. They're looking at the big man, boxing them out.
Whenever you hear about key to rebounding, it's all about heart.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful bounce pass from Denisha Lundy to Nikki and Daya for the right-handed layup. And it's back to a 20-point deficit.
Was that an echo, Stosh? Because I believe you just called Denisha Lundy on a beautiful bounce pass. She does it again.
You know, I've been saying this so far all year. Denisha Lundy has been a huge pickup for this Solano team, especially as a freshman working her way into the lineup and making an impact like she has so far.
Absolutely. Even when she's off on her shooting game, she's showing her impact on the defensive end by tipping the ball, not allowing Raina Harden to drive the lane at will, and providing some good assists.
You know, with Taylor Hamilton in foul trouble, you know, somebody needs to step up. And we've had two guards step up in Denisha Lundy and Nicole White, really just starting to take over this game.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say thanks to all the viewers for tuning in, because I know we're starting to get a little bit of a following here at SCSN. We really appreciate you guys taking a view of our work. You know, we're just students as well here. It is a COM 75 class for any sports broadcasting. People that are inspired to try to do this, come out, check out the class. You know, we'll be here at basketball, baseball. If you're around, come say hi. You know, maybe we'll sign a couple autographs for you. We're not that famous yet, though.
No.
But, yeah, come on out, talk to us, and more help the merrier.
We could always use more people.
Oh, Nicole White tipped the pass. Denisha Lundy fighting for it. And she has her trapped, and oh, Nicole White comes up with the ball. Kicks it back to Nicole. Oh, Nicole thought about it. Oh, what a move by Nicole White. She just couldn't quite get the finish there.
Not enough English there on that shot, but very good effort.
I mean, what more can we say about the Solano team? I mean, day in, day out, every game they're getting better, and that's scary, Brian.
Yeah, that is very scary to think that Solano can actually get better.
And a bucket for Napa.
Like we can see in this game, early on, their offense wasn't as crisp. So Solano does have room to improve, but they are at a very good level right now. They have to be very comfortable.
Like you were saying, the offense wasn't clicking at first, but their defense has been solid the whole game. And I think the way they've been playing defense has transitioned to their offense by, okay, we're playing great defense, you know. If you're playing good defense, it goes right into good offense.
So, State Poll, if you're listening, I think they're a little bit better than 16th in the country.
Yes, they are.
Northern California.
In all of California.
All of California.
9th in Northern California.
Okay.
And I know I said in the intro, our opening segment there, I said that Napa was ranked. It's actually Solano that is the ranked team. Napa is not currently ranked. Oh, for 3. And it's good.
Raina Harden finally getting one of her three-pointers. She's one of 2 women that is averaging 40% shooting on three-pointers in the Bay Valley Conference.
And the second would be Denisha Lundy. Oh, Kira Beecham for 2. Good pass from Taylor Hamilton.
There's a lot of good three-point shooters on these two teams that are in the top 5 in three-point shooting.
Oh, and Nicole takes one off the face, and she is smiling now.
I think the refs are...
Taylor to Nicole. Nicole thought about it, gets it back to Taylor. Swings it out to Christina. Christina to Nikki. To Kiara. Taylor. Oh. For 3, Christina Contouris from deep.
Beautiful pass by Taylor Hamilton. A little jump pass to get over the defender.
Good hustle play by number 11, Nikki Andaya.
We haven't called Taylor Hamilton's name very much today because of her foul trouble, but you can see her immediate
impact
on the game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was going to say dividends, but...
You know, Taylor Hamilton is the star of the team. You know, she has been last year and this year. Last year, she had a lot of the workload put on her and Ariel Clay as well. But, you know, adding Denisha Lundy and the way Nicole White has come on lately, this team is on the up and up.
I think that just shows Taylor Hamilton's character, because it can't be easy to be the star player from a team before, have talent come onto the team and take a lesser role, but she's done that. Feeding Nicole White for 3 there.
Nicole White is just feeling it tonight. She is all over the place, and she has my vote for player of the game. I can tell you that.
She's just brimming with confidence and swag, if I do say so myself.
You know, Solano is on a 10-game win streak, 11-game win streak. I'm sorry. You know,
they're 10-0 in the conference.
You know, this Solano program isn't. You know, they're used to streaks. The last streak came from the 2009-10 BBC season, rolling off 9 straight conference wins. And you know, I can really see Coach Matt Boychard is a tenured coach here, and you know what? His system, people are drinking the Kool-Aid here, man.
Yeah. I think we caught up with him early in the season. He seemed very excited about the potential of this team, to see the potential realized and see from game to game them getting better. Like Adri Jones, who didn't play much in the beginning, now is a key cog off the bench. Seems...
Subbing in for your Lady Falcons, number 21, Denisha Lundy.
Thought for a second that Matt Borchard actually got a technical, but that was just a substitution.
But, you know, we got a chance to meet the girls before the season, do some interviews with them, kind of get to know them a little bit. And every single one of them really emphasized the team factor. There's not one saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, give me the ball, I want to score. It's everybody's, you know what, I want to bring this to the team and help the team win. They're all, I mean, you want a team, not, oh, I think there was a technical foul.
Yeah. Can't imagine on what from a 23-point game, but apparently the ref didn't like something Matt said.
I think it might have been how Napa was taking a little bit long on the timeout there.
Matt was trying to remind them. Refs don't really like you stepping over them.
Yeah, you know, but, she misses the first, so Solano gets a little break there. But 23 points, not much you can do with these.
Like you were saying, Stosh, on the teamwork, it's one thing to just say it, but we can see by their play how much of a team focus it is. Because when you're being pressed on the full court press, to trust your teammates to just pass you the ball, know that you will get the ball when you're open and not have somebody just force something, has to make you feel very comfortable in this offense.
And, you know, you hit it right there on the head. It's the trust. If you look at these girls, they trust one another. I mean, they're teammates. They're not just teammates. They're good friends. You don't see any animosity between the teammates, and everybody's clicking. Everybody's having a good time. And you know what? If I'm sitting on the bench, hey, you're going to go do a great job. Like, look at Taylor Hamilton. She's been sidelined when she's used to playing most of the games.
She could be pouting right now with 4 personal fouls, but she is intently watching the game. She's not a bystander. She doesn't care that she's not in the game. She's a part of this team.
And, you know, on timeouts, when the group comes in huddle, she's the first one off the bench giving her team a high five. You know what? I can't say that. The whole team. Timeout call by Matt Boychert. Smart timeout.
Yes.
But you know what? The whole team, look, every single team member right there up off the bench giving each other high fives. I love to see that.
Absolutely. And if you just watch them, or if you see them around campus, they're always together and they always seem to get along. I think that off-the-court chemistry really translates to on the court.
And you know what? They're nice girls, too. You say, hey, good game, chat it up with them. You know what? They're very personable. They'll chat it up with you.
Yeah.
You know? You gotta respect that. You gotta respect the student athlete, man. You know what? These girls are out here slaving away, working out, getting the time in to make a great team. What we're seeing here on the floor, and not only that, they're excelling in the classrooms. On top of that, and that's something Coach Matt Boychard emphasizes. You know what? Student comes before athlete.
It really is a difficult task to master because you have to balance your schedule because you want to be as best as you can on the basketball court, but you can't let your grades suffer because you have a future to have outside of community college. To have that delicate balance really serves you well as a person.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, imagine some of these girls probably have jobs on top of that, so you're taking a full course load of classes. Your basketball practices almost every day. And on top of that, you got to work. And the way how well these girls have been performing, they're excelling on every aspect of being a student athlete.
Their hard work is definitely paying off.
Nicole White for 3, no good. Rebounded by Christina Contouras. Back out to Denisha. To Nicole. Just trying to kill some clock here. Gets to Justice Robinson, a little pick and roll. Oh, good screen set by Laura Lawson, but she's going to get called for the foul there.
Her feet weren't quite set. She didn't have a good angle there. So when the Napa Valley player ran into her, she kind of got off balance.
Checking back in for Solano is number 11, Nikki Andaya, and number 20, Ariel Clay. We haven't called Ariel's name much. I'm used to calling her name a lot, but once again, she's been hurt with foul trouble as well.
Yeah. I think her assignment to be in the middle with a driver such as Raina Harden has made it difficult for her to get into the flow of the game. But luckily, trusting in your teammates has got them a 22-point lead.
For a long two-pointer there, no good. Rebounded by Nikki Andaya. A little shake and bake there. Gets it up to Nicole White. No handle on it, and she couldn't quite get it. That was all on her fingertips. Tough shot. Good defense by Nikki Andaya to swat it away. Nicole killing the clock. Denisha down low to Justice. Justice up and in.
See Denisha Lundy look for the 3. Saw Justice all alone. Great pass.
It goes back to what we were just talking about earlier, teamwork. And no good. Rebounded by Denisha Lundy. These girls like seeing their pass it. They like passing the ball to their teammates, allowing them to score instead of letting them themselves score all the points.
They are first in the Bay Valley Conference in assists.
Down low to Nicole. Backing in there, and she tries to get the ball to Ariel Clay. Nothing working there. Swatted away. No foul call. Clean play.
Smart play by 32 Sarah Irvine to keep the ball inbounds.
4-3, no good. Nicole White with another rebound. She always just seems to be in the right place at the right time.
It's just
Lundy for 3. No good.
Just an intangible thing about Nicole White. Some players just find the ball.
And a little floater there. It's good for Tamari Sangster. Timeout called by the Storm.
So it's a 22-point lead with 2:22.
Hey, how ironic, right?
Love the symmetry of the world.
It's Solano is really sorry, we're getting a little chatter from our cameraman, Professor Greg Poff up here, saying that we're whining a little too much about the 49ers. It's sad because I like to, give him a little dig, but he doesn't have an NFL team. But I know he is a big SC fan. And what happened to your Trojans there, Pop?
Hey, they've had a national championship.
Oh, couple low blows over here. But there's 2:22 left in the game here, and once again, it's Solano all second half, all Solano. Napa hasn't really answered anything that Solano's done. Solano's been all the momentum. I just don't know what more I can say about this team.
They're just rolling on all cylinders here. They look very good for the rest of the season, and it looks like they are the cream of the crop in the Bay Valley Conference.
I would say so. Win tonight will bring the first 20-game win season for Solano. Since the 2009-2010 squad. And that was the same squad with winning the first 9 games. And it looks like Solano's going to come out to their 12th straight victory of this game. Nicole White trying to save it, going between the legs. No good. She
has flair.
You're up by 22 points, and she's still going like they're down by 3.
Absolutely.
I love to see the motors always running, man.
You don't want to see complacency in a 22-point game. And that's something really good about this team. They have had a lot of blowout wins. They won their game against Yuba by 57. But you still see in the fourth quarter hustle. And that you cannot teach. You cannot impart that in somebody. You just have it or you don't.
Look at this. They're still playing a full court defense and still playing as tough as defense if I've seen them, and they're up big.
Yeah.
They just never let up.
I think that's why they're up big, because a lot of teams would lessen their defense. They would not put their hands up in the passing lanes when the game is out of hand. But Solano doesn't do that. They keep their lead and they expand on it at all opportunities.
Yep, never let up. Because you never know. It's a great mentality Coach Matt Boychard has instilled in these girls. It may be a blowout, but guess what? This could be a game, say a championship game, where you need every point possible. And you know what? They're designed to never stop working.
There's Nicole again, getting on the floor, trying to get the ball.
And Napa just trying to put some points on the board to make the scoreboard look, and a foul call. And they'll send Ariel Clay to the line to shoot 2.
A little frustration foul from Sarah Irvine trying to get the ball.
Napa played a very well game. A couple of the mental mistakes really cost them this game, because those mental mistakes led on 6-0 runs, 8-0 runs, which allowed Solano to just jump up to this whopping lead that they have. And
yeah, but Napa does have a few bright spots. We can clearly see how good of a player Raina Harden is. And with her being a freshman, Solano's going to have to deal with her next year as well.
Well, you hope that she comes back, because you never know. There could be some scouts in the stands here following her, try to steal her away to a 4-year. You just never know.
No doubt.
Ariel Clay makes them both. Now Solano's just going to drop back here and run a little man-to-man defense. And
woman-to-woman in this case.
try not to foul, and just ride out this blowout of a victory. And a foul called. Shooting 2.
So both halves, both teams have been in the double bonus this time. Michelina Jordan on the line.
And you know, the crowd here has started to pick up. I mean, we started the game. There's a couple people in here, and they started filing in. And I'm really glad. They may be here for the men's game and, you know, Scout Day, but I'm really glad to see that these fans get to see this awesome Solano Lady Falcon team at work, because they don't get enough credit as what they've been doing. 11-game win streak, about to be 12.
Absolutely. Sometimes you don't know how good a program is until you actually watch them. I know personally I haven't been keeping up with Solano basketball when I was here. I've been here for 4 years, but they are really impressive.
Justice Robertson for 2. For 3. And it's good. Tamari Sangster. You know, she shot pretty well from behind the arc tonight.
And she's usually their assist woman because she leads them with 5 a game. Their offense hasn't really been going this time, so she hasn't had many opportunities to get assists, but she's still providing some offense with some 3-pointers.
You know, I don't really understand the foul there from Napa. You know, you're down big, and there's 1:05 left, and you're going to allow Denisha Lundy to come to the line to shoot 2, the best free throw shooter on the team, and maybe they just want the extra work, and I don't understand.
Maybe they want to work on their half-court set prep.
And the second shot, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Tamari gives it to Reyna. Reyna back to Tamari. And there's a foul called on Denisha Lundy.
I believe they realized that the scoreboard is off.
And we're having a little technical difficulty with the scoreboard here in the gymnasium, as one fan pointed out. It says that it's 57-55 with 50 seconds left on the clock. Hey, maybe I'll make for an exciting 2 minutes.
If only. Maybe that's why they fouled. They saw it was 57-55. It's a 2-point game. We're in it. But unfortunately, Solano still has the big lead.
I mean, we could play it out, even though Solano will get the victory, but we could play it out like this, and it'll be an exciting game to call, right? And with all this technology we have, you know what? I think it breaks more than it works. Have you noticed that?
I know personally I am terrible with technology. You know, automated staplers where you just put the paper. I cannot figure those out. And in where there's automatic paper towel dispensers, I'm just waving at a machine and it's not working, and I look ridiculous.
Are you sure it's not the pool? Because most of them, they say pool on them.
Those I'm terrible with too. So just all paper towel dispensers of any kind. Just technology in general, not my friend.
Now, are you an iPhone guy or a Droid guy?
I'm a flip phone guy, Stosh.
Flip phone? Oh,
yes.
You're going old school.
Yes, I have a brick of a phone that will never break.
But it works. You get your phone calls and text messages, right?
It does.
Yeah, now, see, those phones, you can't break them. You can try, you can't break them. But iPhone, you drop it just like this, like a little boom, it breaks. Your screen's shattered, and you got Spider-Man hanging out on your phone.
Again, Napa confusingly fouling Denisha Lundy.
Well, at least Denisha gets to work on her free throws. She makes first. And if you look over to our right here, Brian, it looks like Professor Poff has instilled a camera up here in the booth, and
it's not quite my good side, but
you know,
we'll make do.
And Denisha misses the second, and we're under a minute here, just 81-59. What a great game by the Solano Lady Falcons, and another foul. Now that's my biggest pet peeve about basketball. About 2 minutes left, and all the fouls start coming out, and then the 2 minutes turn into about 20 minutes, and you shoot. The last 2 minutes take longer than the whole first half or second half.
I'm not sure how to explain it, Stosh, but I get your point. I definitely see it. It's happening right now.
Checking in for your Lady Falcons is number 22, Kiara Beecham.
Perhaps it's just a little bit of frustration. It's game's got out of hand. Maybe a little over-aggression.
You know, Solano didn't quite execute in the early in the game, and then they really turned it on. In the second half, they came out guns a-blazing. There's no way you were stopping them.
Absolutely. Their defense was on point from their first half, and then their offense picked up to equal their defense, and now they have a 20-point lead.
Once again, good heads-up play by Nicole White, realizing she's trapped in the corner, and I'm just going to throw it off of her.
I think that's a very heads-up play by Nicole White because she's a pretty aggressive player, and if her aggression doesn't work out and they get in front of her, she can always just throw it off the defender, get another possession, or keep the possession.
Foul called. Don't quite know who it's on, but it looks like the foul was on number 32, Sarah Irvine, and it's going to send Justice Robinson to the line to shoot 2 with her rainbows. And, ooh, in and out.
Yeah, like I said earlier, if the science actually interests you in shooting a basketball, the rim is actually the same diameter as 2 basketballs. So that means when you shoot it with an arc, it has a better probability of making it into the basket than a shot with no arc. So that's why you want to have an arc and not shoot the ball flat.
So you start talking degrees and probabilities and all that stuff, you lost me there, buddy. But if you ask me who won the MVP award in 1961 in baseball, I can tell you that. I should say 1960. 1960, 1961. Those types of facts. That's where that's my strong suit. Hence why I want to become a broadcaster. Don't know nothing else but sports.
And another foul. Tanisha Lundy. Living at the line, padding your stats.
Right at the charity stripe.
I guess that's why they call it the charity stripe, yeah.
You know, I got that little catchphrase from our other fellow broadcaster, Mr. Zach Poff, who I got the opportunity to do last Friday's games with.
Yep, sounded great.
Yeah, he graduated from San Francisco State, and he works for Max Preps. So good for him, and wish him the best. And another foul. Referencing my boy Mike down there.
Yes.
That's little Marv Albert coming out. And we'll have Mike up here in the broadcast booth for the men's game following this blowout of a victory for your Lady Falcons.
That should be an equally exciting game. Those seem like 2 even rosters. They've been up and down a lot of the season, but it should be pretty exciting for 2 teams that have a pretty equal talent level.
You know, the men's team, they've been playing good basketball. It's just they're coming short just at the end a little bit, but they're just a couple pieces away or a couple plays away from really being in the game for a victory, and it's going to be very exciting to watch.
They definitely have talent, though.
Yes, they do.
That's important.
They're just all figuring out how to play with each other, get on the same page. You know, they should take some notes from this ladies team because these girls are dynamo.
Absolutely.
And that's the ball game, folks. Final score, your Lady Falcons 83, the opposing Napa Valley Storm 64. Thank you. So, Brian, what was your outlook on the game?
I think Solano really showed a mental fortitude here because they could have got down on themselves that they weren't making shots that they would normally make. They had a very clear offensive plan. They couldn't make the shots, but that didn't deter them. That only motivated them more to put some hustle in the defense, and that really kept the game close. Not only that, they built a lead slowly. Napa was able to eventually get some momentum, made it a close game, but Solano...
You know, the huge factor to this game was Solano's bench players. Once again, second straight game where they had to come off the bench and really help their team win, which they did. If I can give the MVP award to the whole bench, I would. But our MVP of the game is number 23, Miss Nicole White. And I believe we have Mike McLeod on the sidelines for a little post-game interview with our MVP. Mike?
Thanks, Stas. I'm here with the player of the game, Nicole White. Nicole, great win, 11 in a row now, undefeated in conference play. But the team started off rocky. They didn't score for the first 3 to 4 minutes, and coach puts you in, and you immediately start providing energy and get the team rolling. Do you think that's your role on the team, to get in there and just give it everything you got?
Yeah, you got to play every game like it's your last. I just do what I can to help my team win. And if that means hustle, that's what I got to do.
Now, it was a close game at half. It was 38-31, 7-point game. What did Coach tell you at halftime to spark the second half defensive stand, which you were a big part of?
Rebound and to execute on offense, because at first, in the first half, we were kind of off, wasn't executing our offense. But in the second half, we had to get it together and rebound the ball and play better defense.
And you rebound exceptionally well. There are people,
Yes.
there are people my size that you're rebounding over.
Yes.
That's really impressive. But congratulations on the win, and just keep rolling.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Mike, and thank you, Nicole. What a game you had, and you know, what a blowout victory for Solano. Not much more we can say, except, you know what, tune in next Wednesday, February 5th, where Solano will be taking on Mendocino here at the Solano College Gymnasium at 5:30, or you can check us out on SCSN, your home for Solano sports. Once again, I'm Stosh Moyda, joining my broadcast booth, my partner, Brian Nelson. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, you stay soaring.